Nothing in these videos are intended to replace, diagnose, or suggest you stop seeing your doctor. Nothing in these videos are intended to replace, diagnose, or suggest you stop taking your medication. The information in these videos are presented as the laws and commandments of the Most High Elohim Yah. If you are convinced after viewing these videos of the healing power and health properties inherent in Yahweh's creation, you are encouraged to follow His way of health and healing. We live by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High, and He is the one that gave us the specific food items to eat. His dietary laws have been proven to sustain life and keep the temple healthy, to the esteem of the Most High Elohim Yah. The following is from the reference guide for essential oils. Essential oils were mankind's first medicine. From Egyptian hieroglyphics and Chinese manuscripts, we know that priests and physicians have been using essential oils for thousands of years. In Egypt, essential oils were used in the embalming process, and well-preserved oils were found in alabaster jars in King Tut's tomb. Egyptian temples were dedicated to the production and blending of the oils, and recipes were recorded on the walls in hieroglyphics. The three wise men presented Messiah with essential oils of frankincense and myrrh. There are also accounts in the New Testament of the Bible where Messiah was anointed with spikenard oil. And being in Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, as he sat at meat, there came a woman having an alabaster box of ointment of spikenard, very precious, and she brake the box and poured it on his head. Marcos 14:3, the Gospel of Mark. Then took Mary a pound of ointment of spikenard, very costly, and anointed the feet of Messiah, and wiped his feet with her hair. And the house was filled with the odor of the ointment. Yohanan 12:3, the Gospel of John. Essential oils can be used as a great addition to eating healthy. It is not a substitute for eating healthy, but serves as a source for healing and aromatic relaxation. Additionally, there are scammers and oils that are not 100% natural. When purchasing essential oils, make sure it is not synthetic, but organic. Look for the GCMS report on the oil you are purchasing. Just like anything else, there are scammers everywhere. The most important factor in a healing message is the food you consume on a daily basis. To increase your knowledge of what you eat, here is the Minister of Health, Nathaniel Jordon, breaking down the truth.
We are what we eat. That concept is something that seems to have been lost these days. The fact that food is our medicine, this is something that should have been taught from the time we were in elementary school. We go through our entire lives and learn this entire education without understanding the most critical aspect that affects our future health, our ability to enjoy our loved ones, to see our grandchildren, to enjoy 40, 50, 60 years of marriage. And that's the fact that we are fueled by what we eat. You wouldn't take your vehicle to the gas station and put any type of fuel in it. You wouldn't do that. And if I suggested to you that you put a little bit of the bad fuel not for your vehicle in it and mix it in with the fuel for your vehicle, you would laugh me to scorn. You would say that's foolishness. No, I only put in my vehicle the fuel that belongs to that vehicle. Because if not, even if you mix in fuel into your vehicle that doesn't belong in it, eventually the vehicle will break down, right? The first type of drug is a poison. A medicine is a drug that strengthens the body, that repairs the body, that prevents disease. That's what a medicine is. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to eat foods that give us medicine, that gives us drugs that strengthens our body, that medicates our body naturally. Food gives us macronutrients and micronutrients. Everyone knows the macronutrients. That's carbohydrates, protein, and fats. But then you have micronutrients. And remember, a nutrient is nothing more than a chemical, or you can say it's a drug. It's all the same thing. We call them nutrients, but they're really drugs. They're drugs that cause a physiological response in the body. Okay, so food should contain micronutrients, should contain vitamins, minerals, and then there's a third class called phyto or plant chemicals. These chemicals have been proven by thousands of nutritional scientific studies to be critical for proper human function. We have relied too much on the medicines of man, but man's medicines, man's drugs are poisonous. We have to get our medicine from food. This is the salad that I eat every day. This is 1 pound of green vegetables, cruciferous green vegetables called bok choy. Bok choy, the chemicals in bok choy, one of the main chemicals is isothiocyanates. When you chew and chop and break down cruciferous vegetables like bok choy, it forms a chemical reaction in the mouth. It mixes with glucosinates and forms isothiocyanates. And these isothiocyanates, they locate cancerous cells or precancerous tumors and they destroy them. They destroy them. You have blueberries and strawberries. One piece of strawberry contains 700 different phytochemicals. 700. There are nutrients in this strawberry where when you eat it, it binds itself to copper and destroys it in the brain. This is nutritional science. This is the homemade dressing because you want to avoid dressings with added salt, sugar, oils, and man-made chemicals, man-made poisons. And so this is the dressing I use. It's a half a cup of homemade hemp seed milk, then a half a cup of cashews, a fourth of a cup of balsamic vinegar, then and then 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Okay, you blend that together and you can make a nice salad dressing. And you want your salad dressing, or you want nuts to be seed. The drugs and seeds, they work with the drugs in green vegetables and they mix together, and so the nutrients are absorbed. What happens when you put these foods together? You get excellent health. You get excellent health, you get a strong immune system, you get excellent blood flow, and you stay thin permanently. The cure to the cancer epidemic. This is the cure to the stroke epidemic that has wiped out almost the entire immediate family of my father's side. So much so that they call it the Jordon curse. Okay, well, I'm here to tell you it's not the Jordon curse. It's the curse of the standard American diet. All a stroke is the blood vessels leading to the brain have become clogged and thick from eating the poisons in man's food. When the blood becomes too thick, it cracks. It cracks. The plaque, atherosclerosis, cracks. And that clot, called an embolism, it travels up a blood vessel. And it goes to the brain, and blood flow can't get through to the rest of the brain, so the brain fights it off. That's a stroke. Okay, what causes a stroke? A traveling clot. What causes a clot? Atherosclerosis. What causes atherosclerosis? Too much salt, too much sugar, too much fat, too much animal protein. That's what causes it. Too much of those foods are poison. When you eat those foods, they poison your blood vessels. What could have prevented my father from having 9 strokes? What could have prevented my uncles from having strokes and heart attacks? The medicines right here in these foods make it impossible for the blood vessels to harden. You cannot get hardened arteries. A tumor cannot form in your body. You can't get a heart attack. It's impossible. In conclusion, my brothers and sisters, don't ever think that you can moderate poison. Just like you won't put fuel in your car that doesn't belong in it. Don't put stuff in your body that will poison the body. And anything you eat is a drug. And it's either going to poison you or that drug is going to give you medicine. It's going to be medicine, medicinal to you. It's either medicinal or poisonous.
There have been faith teachers, faith healers that have come and gone, and many of us have walked that path. But the true path to healing and health has already been recorded in the scripture of truth. See you next Sabbath. Shalom wa barawak akwa akwath. To the esteem of the Most High Elohim Yah.